Hello everybody, welcome to the Ozark Sports Report Show. Here joined by the head coach of the Crane Pirates, Coach Kevin Smith. And for today's show, we're going to be doing a weekly recap with the head coach of the Crane Pirates, Coach Kevin Smith. Recapping their games from the past week. The Pirates were in the Crane Tournament, their own Crane Tournament. But before that, they played Greenfield, and the Pirates defeated Greenfield by a score of 73-48. Then the Pirates were in the Crane Tournament. That's their own tournament that they were in. They played New Covenant Academy to open the Crane Tournament, and they defeated New Covenant Academy by a score of 68-33. The Pirates also played their conference rival of Billings in the Crane Tournament, and they defeated Billings by a score of 63-45. Then the Pirates played Clever, a former SWCL member, in the Crane Tournament Championship, and they defeated Clever by a score of 68-37. The Pirates went out to Christian County to take on Sparta, and they defeated Sparta by a score of 80-44. Then the Pirates came back home to take on Stratford, and the Pirates defeated Stratford by a score of 65-49. The Pirates went to the Christian County Panhandle to play Clever once again, and they defeated Clever again by a score of 67-52. Then the Pirates came back home for their homecoming last night, and they played Blue Eye, another conference member, and they defeated Blue Eye by a score of 57-50. So, Coach Smith, what was the mentality that you guys had going into the games against Greenfield, New Covenant Academy, Billings, Clever in the Crane Tournament, as well as Sparta, Stratford, and Clever once again in Blue Eye?
You know, we usually just do what we want to do, and we want to set the tempo and the pace. And usually we can do that, not all the time, but we try to pressure the ball and we try to press and trap at different times. And then we also want to play the game very fast offensively as we run a good transition game. And that's things that we want to do. We focus on daily. We might tweak things off and on, but daily that's what we would like to do.
One thing that you guys want to like to do is just tweak things and just do what Crane does, is just play hard and set and guard. Definitely just what Coach Smith preaches there at Crane. So what were the advantages that you saw from the games against Greenfield, New Covenant, Billings, Clever in the Crane Tournament, Sparta, Stratford, Clever once again, and Blue Eye?
You know, I thought in all those games we usually set the tone defensively, and as small as we are, we want to be as strong as we could be on the glass and about rebounding, so we want to try to control that the best we could.
Do what best you could is rebounding. Now we got to talk about the dark side of advantages. Even though you guys did not have any losses throughout this past week, what are the disadvantages that you guys seen from the games once again against Greenfield, New Covenant Academy, Billings, Clever in the Crane Tournament, Sparta, Stratford, Clever, and Blue Eye?
Sometimes we didn't finish off a win the way I thought we should have, and to try to put the nail in the coffin, what people would say. But we found a way to win. We played several good teams along the path, and they'd make a run, and we got to understand that, hey, people that are good are going to make runs back and forth at you. We just need to make the final run and finish them off. And so hopefully that we can play in some of these tough games, and okay, we need to do that better the next time.
Do we need to do that next time is just play a little bit better in those games? Now, you guys played a team twice in the past 10 days, and that was Clever. You guys played Clever in your Crane Tournament Championship, and then you guys played Clever here at Clever. So what did you see when you guys played Clever?
Yeah, I got to say, Clever probably didn't play very well when we played them in the tournament championship game, and we played very well, and I think that was indicative of how the score was. But the second time we saw them, about 10 days later, they played more likely who they are, and, we went, I think, and beat them 15. But I knew it would be a harder game, tougher game at Clever, and they didn't play well. They wanted to play well the second time.
Also, another thing is, this past weekend, the basketball world lost a legend in Kobe Bryant. So, how many players on your team did it reflect? How many players do you think looked up to Kobe Bryant when he was playing basketball for the LA Lakers?
I think a lot of kids have great respect for Kobe, and he left a lasting mark on basketball. And as being a fan of basketball, a fan of great players, I think all the kids recognized his greatness. And so, I know that whenever you lose a legend, you reflect on his past accomplishments. So I think all the kids did that at some point.
And now with the legacy that he left, do your players, do they kind of mimic what Kobe Bryant did when he played basketball for the LA Lakers?
I just think that, he just set the tone and the level of competition, how you want to play, and that you want to go out there and do what you do to your best ability. And I think that's what Kobe Bryant did.
Now we got to talk about some achievements, like the player of the week. So who would be your player of the week or the past couple of weeks that you would say shine out on the hardwood for the Crane Pirates?
I'd say it'd have to go to Tyler. I think Tyler Campbell had a very good few weeks here, and he played very well at a high level and did good things offensively and defensively. A lot of people get wrapped up in offensive numbers, but I think that I look at both sides and guys that do a complete game. So I think probably Tyler had some really good numbers, both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively.
Now you got some two games coming up next week. You got Galena on the road, and then you got Purdy at home. So what's it going to be when you guys take on your neighbors to the south of Galena and then come back home to take on Purdy?
We haven't seen Galena in a while. We saw them the first week of December, so I'm going to kind of zero in on them on Sunday, and I know it'll be a good matchup and a good conference game. You want to zero in on them first, and then probably after that I'll start looking at Purdy on Wednesday and see how we're going to match up with them.
If you're final word you had to say to the coaches that you played, including your final coach that you guys played last night of Kyle Turner from Blue Eye, what would be your words to Coach Turner from Blue Eye that your words would be?
I think they have a great club, and Kyle Turner does a great job coaching, and they're going to be a tough out for anybody, and they'll be keep it rolling as the season progresses. I think they are in good shape where they are, so you better watch out when you're playing them because they're going to come to play.
Well, I will come to play. And also one last question that we got to talk about, as we just struck February, so districts will be coming up in about 2 to 3 weeks. So what's your district going to look like? Where will your district tournament be? And where do you guys think you'll be seated in your district?
Districts are at C of O, and I think that we'll probably be in the top half just because of our record and who we've played. And there's some very good competition in it also. So I think we're one of the top half teams. Greenwood, so I'm going to be very strong. I think Blue Eye and Billings are good folks too. And I think up and down, it's really going to be tough because we see a very good Spokane here pretty quick. And, I really like the Marionville team, and Galena's in there too, and SFO. So it'll be a very tough turn. I think it's the toughest district tournament in the South with that many quality teams in it.
It's definitely one of the toughest district tournaments here in Southwest Missouri. And not even in Southwest Missouri, but maybe in the state when you got Greenwood. That means some bad news bears. Greenwood, Crane, Blue Eye, Spokane, Billings. That's going to be that's going to get people's hands full when you got those 4 teams in that district tournament, especially Greenwood. Coach Kevin Smith, after that huge 66-21 victory over New Covenant to open up the Crane tournament tonight. Coach Smith, what was the mentality? What was the focus that you had to open up the Crane tournament tonight?
We really wanted to sit down and guard and just dominate the defensive end and get pressure on the ball and just do what we do the best that we could. We really put our staple on if we can guard you, and that's one thing we want to do.
One thing you want to do is guard, and you guys guarded. Tyler Campbell, a heck of a night against New Covenant. So he went into halftime with only 20 points tonight. So what was his mentality? What did he have going into line when he took the court tonight against New Covenant?
I think that Tyler attacked well, and we got a lot of steals and deflections which were scored on, and we punched it really quick when we got it. So I thought that was real good. I think Tyler attacked very well tonight.
Tyler Campbell did attack very well tonight, and Isaiah Smith was also the second lead scorer tonight, scoring 20 points. So what was his focus? What did he have going on tonight when he took on New Covenant?
I think that he did a good job guarding and set the tone defensively, and right off the bat. That's what we want to do. And we want guard, and that if we guard and rebound, we think everything else takes care of itself.
It's on to the second round. You'll be taking on either Billings or Marionville coming up on Thursday night. What's it going to be when you guys take on Marionville or Billings on Thursday night?
I'm not sure. I'm going to get a good look at them here tonight. We'll go over some film, but I think they're both good quality squads, so hopefully I can get a good adjustment and see how they both look and what we got to do to be different for them.
The very final words you had to say to the coach from New Covenant. What would be your words to the coach from New Covenant after that loss they had to you guys?
I think that they're going to still have a nice year and they'll get a lot of things done. They have some nice players, but I think that they keep focusing on what they got to focus on. It'll be really good for them.
Appreciate the time, Coach Smith. Congratulations on that big
You
win
bet.
against New Covenant. Let's go get either Billings or There were two of the lead scorers tonight of Tyler Campbell and Isaiah Smith after they scored 24 and 20 points tonight against New Covenant. Guys, what was your secrets? What was the recipe that you guys had cooking in the kitchen against New Covenant?
Do what we always do and play hard and play together. Come out as a team and get buckets and produce the ball and rebound.
Rebounding is the key, and to get the big buckets. And now New Covenant, they started out slow. I don't think they scored any points in the first quarter. So was it the Tyler Campbell and Isaiah Smith show tonight?
No, it was the Crane Pirates. It was the whole team. We did a good job tonight.
You guys did do a good job tonight. And you guys lost one player due to fouls. That was Breckenbach, who fouled out tonight. So don't you think that New Covenant, did they kind of beef up on defense tonight against you guys in the second half?
Yeah, a little bit.
Now it's on to either Marionville or Billings. That's going to be coming up in this game. You guys will play them on Thursday night. What's it going to be when you guys take on either Marionville or Billings?
I'm going to have to push the ball and play how we always play. Come out as a team and play together, play good defense.
The very final word you had to say to the head coach from New Covenant. What will be your words to the coach from New Covenant after that loss they had to you guys tonight?
Good luck, rest of the season. Good team, they work hard.
Appreciate the time, guys. Congratulations on your big points tonight against New Covenant. Go get either Marionville or Billings on Thursday night. Joined by the assistant coach of the Crane Pirates, Coach Bryson Branstetter, after that 65-49 win over Stratford tonight. Coach Branstetter, what was the keys that you had going into tonight's game against Stratford?
We had to go out and rebound and battle with them. They're a lot bigger than what we are, so we had to try to make them play our game, and that's what we did.
Stratford, a really big opponent tonight for Crane. And coming out of this Crane tournament, you guys knocked off Clever, and then you knocked off Stratford tonight, and then knocked off Sparta on Tuesday night. So what was Coach Smith's keys? What was he saying in the locker rooms against Clever, against Sparta, and against Stratford?
We had to go play our game. We had to push the tempo. We had to get up and down the floor. Had to make them tired, like pushing the ball. And we had to go out and rebound, play defense the way that we do. Try to scramble them a little bit.
Scramble a little bit it is. And there was a milestone that happened tonight. Ty Campbell scored his 1,500th career point here at Crane. So what was he looking for into tonight's game against Stratford?
Just going out there and being our leader. I mean, that's what he does every game. That's what he tries to do every game. And he's great at that role. And if we need him to score, he can go score. If we need him to get an assist, he can go assist. I mean, he's a great defender. He's a great ball handler. And I mean, he's a good scorer, but he's a great teammate too.
You're going to go up the road on Tuesday night. You're going to be taking on Clever up in Christian County. So what's it going to be when you guys go take on Clever on Tuesday night?
Well, last time we beat them, we battled on the boards. I mean, that's what we got to do again. We got to speed them up, make them play our game like we try to make everybody do. But I think a big key is try to wear them out defensively, pressure them. I mean, just go to work on defense.
The very final word you had to say to the head coach of the Stratford Indians. What would be your words to the coach from Stratford after that 65-49 loss they had to you guys?
They're a great team. They're always good. They have a great program for basketball. I think that's only the second time we beat them in 10 years. And that's pretty impressive for us. But I mean, that's pretty impressive for them too. They only have 2 losses to us in 10 years, competing pretty good. They got a bright future. They got a lot of good young guys, and I mean they're going to be good. So just need to keep working and doing what they do.
Appreciate the time, Coach Branstetter. Congratulations on that big win against Stratford. Let's go get Clever on Tuesday night.
Yep,
joined by 3 Crane Pirates tonight after that big 65-49 win against Stratford tonight. one player scored 23 points and who got to the 1,500 point milestone tonight, and the other players that scored just under 20 tonight. So that's Wes Brandstetter, Ty Campbell, and Brecken Vaught. So guys, what was your mentality that you had going into tonight's game against Stratford?
Our mentality was just play our game and do what we do best, just lock down defense.
Yeah, our mentality was we're going to have to push the ball fast and play hard and get up on them in defense and try to wear them out.
Kind of like what they're saying, just get up, play our defense like we normally do, just do our thing.
Keep on playing it is, and the Stratford team, what I've heard is, this is their second loss to you guys. So what was Coach Smith's words when they came into this building? Because from what I heard, it has been at least a year since you guys, or almost 2 years actually, since you guys lost here at home. So what did Coach Smith say if you guys wanted to have another win here at home?
Yeah, it's been like 10 or 11 years since we beat them. We only beat them once in that time, and we always go undefeated at home, so that's what we're doing.
And like Ty said, we always go undefeated, and we want to keep that up. And Stratford, they're a pretty solid team. We just played our game.
Yeah, kind of like what Ty said. We're trying to go undefeated at home. That's just what we did.
Also, another thing to talk about is you guys, this Crane team, and also Stratford, they have not lost since the blue and gold. But it was Crane's win tonight. So what did Coach Smith tell you guys if you guys wanted to give Stratford their first loss since the blue and gold?
Coach Smith said was hand it to him. Don't let them get up. Don't let them get on the run.
Yeah, he said just go out there and play like every other game and help each other out and keep each other going.
He was like saying who's going to get the first loss after the blue and gold.
We'll get the first loss after the blue and gold. That first loss went to Stratford. Now you got, and so individually you guys scored 23, you guys scored 10, and you scored 15 points tonight against Stratford. So what was the chemistry? What did you guys do to get double-digit points tonight against Stratford?
We just moved the ball really well, and we was finishing very well under the basket and outside on the three-point line. We was doing what we can to win for our team.
We were just shooting open shots and attacking and creating shots for each other.
We're playing our defense, which leads to our fast breaks and our quick scores, so just doing our thing.
And also one other thing to talk about is, Ty Campbell, you had a milestone that was broken. You scored your 1,500th career point here at Crane. So what was you looking for into tonight's game when you were pretty close to scoring your 1,500th career point against Stratford?
I had no idea, so I just played like every other game.
Play like every other game, and now you guys go on the road on Tuesday. You're going to be taking on Clever. This is the team you guys played in the Crane Tournament Championship game. So what's it going to be if you want to beat Clever once again?
They're going to come out and hit us even harder than they did last time because they don't want to lose against us again. But we got to continue what we did against them and do what we do.
Just because we beat them bad the first time don't mean it'll be like that the second time. They're going to come out stronger and ready to go.
Yeah, they're going to come out firing at us. We know what they do a little bit, and it's just going to be a good game.
If there are any final words you have to say to the coach from the Stratford Indians, what would be your words to the coach of the Stratford Indians after that loss they had to you guys tonight?
I want to tell the coach he did a very good job. He knew a lot of our plays, and he gave us a fight.
Good luck the rest of the season. They have a very good team.
Good job. He knew some ways to slow us down and struggle us a little bit. Good job.
Appreciate the time, boys. Congratulations on that big win against Stratford. Let's go get Clever on Tuesday night. Let's go.
Thank you.
Joined by Crane Pirates assistant coach Houston Steele after that 7-point victory over Blue Eye tonight. Coach Steele, what were you looking for in this game against Blue Eye?
Well, we knew they'd come out tough. I mean, conference game, rivalry. It was going to be a battle. We knew they were going to show up and they were going to play the best they could, and they were going to be here to battle us. They weren't going to let up. And, we wasn't it wasn't going to be an easy game. We knew it wasn't. So we were trying to prepare our kids for that, and I think we were prepared for the most part.
This Blue Eye team, they were a tough target, but you guys started out hot. So what did you guys have to do if you guys wanted to keep Crane on fire throughout the rest of the game?
Well, you know, we played really well the first quarter, and then I feel like we kind of got stagnant in the second quarter, and that's what zones do. You know, they play a 2-3 zone, and extend it out, and that makes you stagnant, and we got stagnant in the second quarter. We had to, kind of had to get on the kids a little bit, try to get them to move and stuff like that, and we didn't play as well as we did in the first quarter the rest of the game. We didn't move, we kind of stood around a little bit. And that's not going to get the job done. It ain't got the job done tonight, but if we had to face them again, it ain't going to get the job done.
Tyler Campbell was the lead scorer, who scored 20 points. Also Brecken Vaught, who was the second lead scorer, scoring 8, but Brecken Vaught was in foul trouble tonight. So what was going on when Brecken Vaught was kind of in foul trouble, which he also got a technical foul tonight?
Yeah. Brecken just plays so aggressive. We want him to be up. We want him guarding all up in your face the best we can, and that's what he does. And when you do that, sometimes you'll get foul trouble, and it happened. As far as the technical goes, I don't know for sure what happened. We'll address that in practice, and we'll get it taken care of. It ain't no big deal. But the biggest thing is making sure our players, including Brecken, keep themselves together during a game, during a tough game, close game, with a hostile environment, and that's the biggest thing for us.
This Crane and Blue Eye rivalry is a hostile rivalry. So does that kind of help the rivalry? Does that kind of keep the rivalry where it is?
Yeah, I mean, no, it's so when you have two players, when you got a player like Ty Campbell and a player like the Garrett kid, they're the same player, and so to get to watch them battle, and they're going to battle the way we are. It's going to be a rivalry, and it's not going to stop. And it's great. I think as much as people get into it and get mad and all that kind of stuff about it, it's a great thing for basketball, for us, for them. And it's great to be able to have these battles. It's a fantastic thing.
It's going to be on to Galena on Tuesday night. What's it going to be when you guys travel just 9 miles to take on Galena?
Coach Shear always has his kids ready. I mean, there's no doubt about that. He'll have the Galena Bears ready to play. We do know that one of their players, I believe, is out with a torn ACL, which is just a terrible thing for a high school kid. I hate it. But they're going to come ready to play no matter what, and so we have to be ready to play. We can't overlook them. We can't think, we've played them before and beat them. We've got to show up. Otherwise, they're going to shock us.
Is there any final words you have to say to Coach Kyle Turner after that 7-point loss they had you guys, a 57-50? What would be your words to Coach Kyle Turner of the Blue Eye Bulldogs?
I think he had a good game plan. I think he had his guys prepared. There's no doubt his guys were prepared. And we really look forward to hoping to get another chance to play each other in the districts. That'll be good for both of us. So.
Appreciate the time, Coach Steele. Congratulations on that big win against Blue Eye. Let's go get Galena on Tuesday night.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Thank you.
Please also join us in congratulating the student athletes who were selected on the 2020 All-Tournament team. From Crane, Isaiah Smith. Brecken Vaught. And the most valuable player of the 2020 Crane tournament goes to Tyler Campbell of Crane.
So that will wrap up our show for today. We hope you enjoyed our show. We hope you enjoyed us sitting down with the head coach of the Crane Pirates, Coach Kevin Smith. If you'd like to stay connected with the Crane Pirates through their social media, be sure to like them on Facebook, follow them on Twitter. Their Twitter is @CraneHoops. Once again, that's Crane Hoops on Twitter. Also, check out their Instagram and their Facebook, and also their website. Their Instagram is also the same as their Twitter. Their website is at crane.k12.mo.us. If you'd like to stay connected with Ozark Sports Report through our social media, be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, and check out our website. Our website is ozarksportsreport.website.com/ozarksportsreport. Also check out our Podbean, as we will post this episode right on Podbean as well as on YouTube for you guys to go and listen, and also for you guys to watch as well. For one final time, I'm Adam Smith from the Ozark Sports Report saying, have a good day, everybody.
boy.